Hello, good day. This is Edwin. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're coming to my channel for the first time, please hit the subscription button so that next time when I release a video, you'll be notified. And also, statistics have shown that 70% of you guys that come to my channel and watch my videos do not subscribe. Please, if you've enjoyed my video, if you've learned something from it, if you've recommended this video to your friend, please, I do ask a favor of you, hit the subscription button so that next time when I release a video, you'll be notified. And also by subscribing to the channel, we're able to grow a large audience so that next time we can invite people come here to talk to us about the various immigration pathways to Australia. Today it's just going to be a quick update about Australian immigration. On the 12th of December, the Australian Minister of Home Affairs did release a new immigration strategy, and some of these proposals is not law. It has not been passed into law. It's just a strategy, and there are high chances that this is going to be passed into immigration laws or policies mid financial year. So it is very important for pharmacists, medical lab scientists, health professionals, or people that always come here to talk about how you guys can come to Australia to get yourself acquainted with these new strategies that will be adopted next year, so that you get prior information when you're planning for you coming to Australia to live and work. And also, most especially for students, people who are coming here to study, student visa, please, this update is very important. In the description section of this video, you see a link that will direct you to, I think it's a 100-page document, what you need to know about the new immigration strategy that will come into place mid financial year. Some of these strategies have already been adopted, some will come into full effect by next year. Starting with student visa, if you're coming to Australia to do your master's program, PhD, and you're seeking for admission, this university will expect you to have certain English language point or score. I think before now it used to be 5.5, but from next year or mid next year it's going to go to 6.0. So please keep that at the back of your mind. And when you finish your master's program or PhD, you are here on a student visa, bachelor's degree, you are given what is called post-study visa. As it stands now, you have 3 years post-study visa when you finish a master's program. I think for PhD graduates, you are given up to 4 years. If you're in regional area, this visa could be extended. But from next year, there's going to be a whole new immigration strategy when you're applying for post-study visa. So the first one is going to go to what it used to be pre-pandemic period. So you'll be given 2 years post-study visa or work visa when you finish your program, a master's program or bachelor's degree program. Then if it is master by research or PhD, you'll be given 3-year post-study visa. It is also essential to know about the age limit for you applying for your post-study visa. Before now, the cap is 50 years if you're applying for post-study visa, but I think it has been reduced so to 35 years. So the maximum number of age for you to be eligible to apply for post-study visa, otherwise known as 485 visa, is 35 years from mid next year. So please put that into consideration for those of you who want to come to Australia to study, who are already applying their visa. Please just know about this age requirement. What this means that if you are 34 and you're planning to come here for your master's program, by the time you finish, you are above 35, you won't be eligible to apply for post-study visa from next year if this migration strategy or proposal is being adopted into law next year. So please, let's know this. And also the English language requirement. If you finish your program here in Australia, you need to have before now you need to have English score 5.5 or 6 for you to apply for post-study visa from mid next year or financial year. Next financial year, you have to get English score of 6.5. So when we talk about English score, it could be IELTS, it could be OET for those in healthcare professions, it could be PTE, which is the common one you find here in Australia. So please, let's know this one is for student visas and it's going to be more strict next year. I'm sorry to say this, but just know that if you're writing your GTE, you have to buttress your point, you need to substantiate it and let the government know why you are coming here to study as a genuine student. So it's very essential we know this. In the description section of this video, you see a link that will give you the update in terms of the new immigration strategy or policies, proposals per se, that will be adopted or come into play next year. Like I said, some have already been adopted, some will come into effect mid of next financial year. So please, let's know this one. And also for the skill migration, now at the moment we have various skill nomination visas: 189, 190, 491. You have employer sponsored visas and the rest. But from the new immigration strategy we saw on the 12th of December, a whole lot of changes are going to come in next year. I think the immigration is trying to scrap this system and bring in a new strategy, a new system that we focus more on the skills. They say something about 3 strategies. So there is essential skill pathway, there is core skills pathway, and there is a specialist skills pathway. So there are going to be 3 tiers that will enable temporary visa holders here in Australia to easily transit to permanent visas. And government is also working in by next mid financial year to bring in a visa that will enable highly paid overseas trained professionals or people in high skill demand job in Australia to be able to fast track their visa process to come here in Australia to live and work. So guys, I think it's very important for anyone who is coming to Australia, who is already planning to go through this document and know how this may affect you. The truth of the matter is, pre-pandemic period or post-pandemic period, we saw a high, Australia witnessed a high number of immigrants, and the country is doing what it can do to see how this number could go back to what it used to be pre-pandemic period. So what this means that immigration, the number of people who come to Australia next year is going to be reduced. So the immigration laws are changing, things are going to become more strict next year. So but that doesn't mean that people whose skills are highly required here won't be able to come to Australia. So go through the description section of this video, go through the link and read the new immigration and migration strategy or proposals and know how this affects you. So it's very essential, especially for people who are about to commence skills assessment for pharmacists or medical lab scientists, medical technicians. It's very essential for you to, if you should ask me, if you've not started the process of your eligibility check for pharmacist, if you've not started your eligibility check with Australian Pharmacy Council, I would advise you to just delay the process for now. Let's see what the strategy is going to be next year, because a whole lot of things are going to change next year. So we don't know how this might impact overseas trained pharmacists or medical lab technicians, teachers who who want to come to Australia. So please, if you've not started the process for pharmacists, just delay it a bit by mid financial year. Let's see what it's going to be. But if you've done your skills assessment, you've passed your CAPS examination, continue with the process, keep looking for job, keep applying, create your EOI, and if you are invited before this new law come into play, good and fine. But if not, we just stick to it. The truth of the matter is that immigration laws in all countries across the world is in a state of constant flux. So what this means that it keeps changing. It's not stagnant, like it keeps changing on monthly, on yearly basis, and sometimes there are immigration policies that favor a whole lot of people, skilled professionals. Some other times the laws may not favor people, but whichever way, we just have to let ourselves know what it is at the moment, where we are standing, and this will guide us in the next step of our plan to come to Australia or go to any country. So in a nutshell, this video is just an update on new immigration strategy or proposal from the Australian government for student visas, skill visas, and I think it's also going to extend to employer sponsored visa. So Australia is going to overhaul the system next year. uh, the key take home point here is that the number of persons coming here will drastically reduce to some extent, to make sure that it's within the immigration planning level. So let's um, keep this at the back of our mind. In the description section of this video, the various link that will direct us to the official government website on this new strategy that will come into place next year. So guys, thank you so much for being a part of this video. Thank you so much for always tuning in. Still Edwin, and I like always say, I am not an immigration agent, I'm not a lawyer, so whatever I'm giving you is a verifiable information that will guide your decision of coming to Australia, to let you know about the immigration pathway in Australia. So please, if you need services of an immigration lawyer, look for one in your country. So information given out here on this platform are verifiable. I usually attach the official links of some of the appropriate bodies or authorities in the description section of my video, so you can go there, verify yourself, and see if it is something you can do. At this point in time, immigration system is capital intensive. You want to go through the process and see if you're eligible for it. You want to go through the new strategy coming up next year, and see if this is going to affect what you already have in plan, or if it's not going to affect you, then keep on going the process. Or the key advice here, if you've not started the process of skills assessment, delay it a bit. Let's see what is going to happen mid financial year, and we'll take it all from there. Merry Christmas, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, do have a fabulous Christmas. Merry Christmas, and see you in my next video. Bye. It's Edwin.